Here's Cousins. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Big boys down there. Trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. 11 yards on the pickup, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball into the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in-route accompanying.
Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Now Lynch. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. Third down here. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. He's back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, 27 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Well, I don't want to overlook the touchdown because that was huge. That ties the game. But you know where I'm going, don't you?
Need the PAT, and then you need to stop on defense.
Yeah, in a big way. The guy kicking the ball through the posts, that's where all the spotlight shifts to now.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now Cousins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old-school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost...
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Cousins now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback in the final minute. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the fourth.
So many practices we've watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And it's third and short. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now it's Lynch. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They're down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory. And a decision that... Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Cousins here to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Cousins. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Manning throwing on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable for Lockett. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Here's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. On second down, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's got some space here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. For Lockett, a pretty good week 15, 130 yards and a touchdown. How key is he as they go forward and into the playoffs?
One of the most vital players they have on the roster because of everything he gives them. The ability to catch the ball in the slot. They can even move him out wide as a receiver. They can use him in the backfield if they so choose. Use him on jet sweeps, reverses. And don't forget the kick return ability that he provides as well. Started the season a little bit dinged up. Getting healthier each and every week. Even had a 75-yard touchdown run a few weeks ago against Carolina.
Throwing is Wilson. Being chased out left. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And now it's 2nd down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Now Wilson dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 19 yards there on the pickup. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And that is incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it's 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start. Or conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that'll be good for a Giants first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
23 yards on the play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Deshaun Shedd.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after
looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And able to find Graham, complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll come out in the pistol. They run with the power back. Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. On his Hauschka now for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
And partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Yeah, only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Offense. Still 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Week 15 saw OBJ have another one-handed catch, just like on the cover of Madden 16, and you've got a great stat on him, don't you?
Yeah, how about what he's done in his short time in the NFL? 3 seasons over 1,000 yards, and 3 seasons over 80 catches. The first person to do that in NFL history. That's absolutely amazing. So many times when I've been working with you, you've talked about a quarterback dropping it in the bucket on a deep pass.
Oh, boy.
You know where I'm going, right?
I know where you're going.
Ezekiel dropped his body into the bucket. It was his charity bucket behind the end zone against Tampa Bay after scoring a touchdown. How cool was that?
I thought it was one of the greatest celebrations for a touchdown I've ever seen. And you know what? It's a good charity. Money going to feed families during the holiday season.
Yes.
And the numbers have shown that jump into the bucket has helped the bigger jump into the bucket to feed those families. So very cool. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Manning. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't